Yeah.
Great. I know you have kind of explained this multiple times, but suppose I am a new artist starting my journey. So, how do I get my music on Spotify? If you help me understand as a
That's
new
a that's
new
a very
entrant.
good question. It's a very valid question. Before that, I would also like to touch upon the fact that how Spotify is unique is also because we don't do exclusives. Okay, um, you have to understand as an artist, if someone is asking your content to be exclusive only on their platform, it is going to benefit the platform and not you. Because of course the platform will say that they will support you more, they will give you a little bit more advertising and all. They're doing all that because they want all your fans and all your listeners to come to their platform to listen to the music. Now when you do that, the platform benefits and you might think that you're benefiting, but actually speaking, you're not benefiting. Your music, when you put it out, you have to put out your music everywhere on the same day. So all platforms need to have your music because your fans are everywhere. You cannot go and tell your fans that I'm putting out a piece of content which is only going to be available on this platform. So you download that platform app, and for this song you have to go to listen to that platform. Doesn't work that way. Okay, fans will get feel cheated. Fans will say, "Arey yaar, I'm very happy with the app that I'm using. If you give it to some other app, I'm not going to listen to that music." So you might end up losing your fans. What Spotify feels is you put it out on all platforms. That's the only way all your fans can listen to music. And if all your fans are listening to music from all the apps, each app is anyway going to make money from it. You are going to make money from all the apps. So the very premise is that if the artist makes money, that is the only way. Content is king. So if the content is on all platforms, that is how it is. So that becomes your leads me to your question about how can you put your music on Spotify. The question has to be how can you put your music out onto
Okay.
all
Correct
platforms.
myself. I correct
Now,
myself.
no,
Yeah.
I'm just saying. I'm just. It's not about correct. It's like, of course, you have to put it out on Spotify. Just
Yeah.
imagine if there are 15 apps and you had to put your music out on each of those apps separately and try to find out what are the rules and regulations and how the pipeline is and what you do. That's why none of these, most of the big apps will not allow you to put your music directly onto the platform. What you have to do is go through either a label. So either a label or a distributor and an aggregator who have the right technology and the methodology and the people and all the processes required to put the content onto all the platforms in the correct way. So going through them makes a lot of sense, and that is how we also have a very limited set of people, or you can say organizations that put content onto the platform. So whoever puts the content onto the platform, they are the rights holders. They are the ones who are the gatekeepers. They put the content onto the platform. We pay them, and they pay you based on the contract that you have with them, right? So that is how you put your music on the platform. There are labels like Sony, Universal, Warner, T Series, Z. There is Aditya. There is Devo in the south. There are so many more labels. Then there are distributors like Orchard, Believe, Virgin Records is a distributor. PDL is a distributor. Uh, PDL is also they function like a society, and they work for younger artists and newer artists and emerging labels and stuff. Same way, Believe and Orchard also do it. All of them have their own mechanism. All of them have their own way. You have to find out which works best for you. So if you ask me who's good, who's bad, everybody's good. Okay, uh, because these are all platforms. All of them have dashboards which tell you where your music is going, what is happening to your music, and there's accountability and there's money that comes in every month on month from these places. So all of them are good. What works for you might not work for me, what works for me might not work for you, and so on. So you go to these aggregators, and of course there are also these aggregators like there are these distributors like TuneCore and CD Baby, and then there is DistroKid and Horus Music. Many of these are also available in India as they are actually functioning in India as an office. So you actually have people to talk to. Like TuneCore has an office in India. CD Baby, I think they still have an office in India. AWOL has an office in India. Horus Music has an office in India. Ditto Music has an office in India. So there are many of these people. You can go to any one of them, and the one digital is there. Like, and I said, like PDL is there, right? So you select from any of these, and then you put your music out. They will ensure that your music goes out on all platforms in the world. So when you're checking out which distributor to go to, also check which distributors are being distributed, which streaming players are being distributed by that distributor. So that's very important for you to know that अगर मैं ये distributor के through गया, if I go through a particular distributor, um, which platforms is going to have my music, which platforms is not going to have my music. So knowing all that is a very, very important part in your journey. That's how you know where to put your music out from.
Yeah.